All right, trying something different. Week 9 picks with Swordmaster Alpha. Let's go. On Thursday Night Football, Lamar Jackson is for sure back in this one, and I'm not falling for that Miami performance against the Falcons. Give me the Ravens winning this one.
The Dolphins just got done dog walking the Falcons, but the Ravens got Lamar back. Give me the Ravens.
Now, I know the Bengals lost to the Jets last week, but I mean, they put up 38 points. I think some of it had to do with the Nick Mangold magic, but against this Bears team that just got punished by that Ravens defense and run and thrown on by Tyler Huntley, give me the Bengals bouncing back and winning this one at home.
The Bengals almost had it last week with a high-scoring game, whereas the Bears have been actually kind of consistent. So I ask you, does a Bear shit on a Bengal? I think yes.
Go ahead and throw that one back in the vault. Speaking of which, after running down Carson Wentz till the tires fell off, Kevin O'Connell decided to go back to JJ McCarthy. And, I think he might be Kenny Pickett 2.0. So give me the Lions coming off of their bye and demolishing the Vikings at home.
Are the Vikings super mid? Definitely. Can they stand a chance against Jared Goff and the Jared Goffs? Definitely not. Give me the Lions.
This game might be the textbook definition of defense. Both defenses among the best in the league, while both offenses tend to struggle quite a bit. But we saw Denver shut down the #1 offense, so I don't think it'll take much to shut down the Texans. Give me the Broncos winning this one in a 16-13 type of game.
Congrats, Houston. Y'all just beat up on a defenseless 49ers team. But me and Triill can agree on this one. Broncos country, let's ride!
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's fuck Broncos country right now. But anyways, the Falcons are fraudulent as fuck. That's really all I got. New England's picked up a lot of momentum. Top 5 offensive team and defensive team. I mean, at home, I don't think they should have any problems against Atlanta. Give me the Pats.
If the Falcons are going to get dog walked by Miami, what do you think they're going to do against New England? Love the Pats, baby. All right, come on, let's go Pats.
Shanahan and the already injured Niners going to MetLife Stadium? Yeah, we might see some disastrous shit happen this week. Not rooting for it, though. I think the energy of the Giants season got sucked away after the injuries to Malik Neighbors and now Cam Scadaboo. And to be honest, I really don't blame them. But honestly, even with this edition of the 49ers, Mac Jones has still done a solid job leading the troops. So give me San Fran winning this one.
This is a legit injury bowl. But if I had to choose one to actually pull out the win, it's gotta be San Fran.
All right, the Panthers' win streak is snapped, and they look just like the old Panthers. Heading to Lambeau against the Packers team that, honestly, hadn't really looked impressive up until last Sunday against Pittsburgh. Yeah, I could see potentially this one being a trap game, but I'm gonna go with the Packers winning this one pretty comfortably.
I'm not gonna lie, the Panthers kinda held it down with Dallas. So did Green Bay. So I'm in the mood for some chaos. Let's go Carolina.
Indiana Jones and the Colts are white hot, and the Steelers, I mean, offensively they've been pretty good, but it's been their defense, uncharacteristically, that's been very, very bad this year. Going up against the #1 offense that also includes potential MVP Jonathan Taylor. Man, I think the Colts could run roughshod over the Steelers. Give me Indy winning this one comfortably and solidifying their place for the #1 seed in the AFC.
Indiana Jones is finna make the Steelers look like the guys who opened the Ark of the Covenant. Give me the Colts.
Alright, so this one should be pretty obvious. Give me the Titans. I couldn't even say that with a straight face. No, give me the Chargers winning this one easy.
We all know how the Titans have been playing this season. Give me the Chargers.
Now, I went on record and said that I didn't think the Saints were playing that bad this year. Yeah, never mind. And they're going to be starting Tyler Shuck this week. Give me the Rams winning this one.
Call me crazy, but the Saints are going to give the Rams a little bit more trouble than they're worth. I see this being a close game, but the Rams winning it.
Alright, 2 teams fully rested after their bye week, and yeah, this is a tough game. The Jags defense had been solid all year, but they just got dotted up and embarrassed by Matthew Stafford and Devontae Adams. Now, luckily, the Raiders don't have Matthew Stafford, and they don't have Devontae Adams anymore. They've got Geno Smith, renowned turnover legend, and that should play into the strength of that Jags defense. But I can see that offense struggling, especially being without Travis Hunter. But give me the Jags winning this one. The Raiders are they're bad this year.
What's Geno Smith's favorite hobby? Turning the ball over. And the Jags can definitely make use of that. So give me the Jaguars. An AFC Championship rematch? The way Pat Mahomes has been playing? Nah. Josh Allen? Definitely. Give me the Bills winning this.
I think you might have gotten it mixed up. Oh, and by the way, this is the 10th time that Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes will be matching up in their careers. People want to argue that it's not the next Brady Manning. Crazy. Now, Mahomes did start the season off slow, but he's looked really good over the last month and a half or so. While the Bills have pretty much feasted on teams that are picking in the top 10 of the draft this year. This is a big-time game for both teams, especially considering that neither of them are leading their division right now, and playoffs could be in jeopardy. Nevertheless, even though the Bills have owned the regular season series, I've got the Chiefs coming out in this one and just putting everybody on notice. I feel like there's going to be something different that comes out of this game. On Sunday Night Football, Jaden Daniels should be back again after his second injury of the season, facing off against the ferocious Seahawks defense. Oh man, that's going to be tough, especially if Sam Darnold and JSN keep playing at the pace that they have. I mean, I think Seattle can win this one pretty comfortably, but this gives me the feel of a run-heavy type of game. Plus, both teams wearing their throwback uniforms. Let's fucking go.
Look, Sam Darnold has it no matter where he goes, apparently. I'm not saying he has a lot of it, but after the Commanders' embarrassing losses, yeah, it's pretty hard to go against Seattle.
Wrapping up on Monday Night Football, the Cardinals are going to be rolling out starting Jacoby Brissett over Kyler Murray, which is kind of like, okay, that doesn't sound too bad. But when you consider that Kyler Murray has never lost to Dallas or in AT&T Stadium, that's a big break for a defense that really needs it. They're still food regardless, but I think at home, the Dallas offense should be able to still score 40 and should be able to come away with a win against an Arizona team that's on a 6-game losing streak, or would be 6-game losing streak.
I can't necessarily say that Arizona is good with the offense, but neither is Dallas with their defense. It's a little bit of a toss-up, but I'm going to go with Dallas winning this with a little bit over 30 points.
Woo! I think the Panthers are getting hot at the right time. And against this Saints team that can't seem to get out of their way, give me Carolina winning this one.
Honestly, I can't tell if I'm in the upside down with the Carolina Panthers. Nevertheless, give me them winning against the Saints, because the Saints, they're just the Saints.
Alright, that was a hard-fought win by the Bears last week. And even as impressive as that offense was on that final drive, that defense for the last couple of weeks, man, I don't know. They're good at taking the ball away, but they're not very good at actually stopping their opponents. They got the Giants in with their all-IR roster, but I don't know. They're better than what that 2-7 record would suggest. I won't lie. Go ahead and give me the Giants winning this one. I think they're due for one by now.
Hey, what did I tell y'all about the Bears being consistent? While the Giants, they can't really say the same. So give me the Bears winning over the Giants.
Oh, great. Here we go again. Well, no CJ Stroud for the Texans, so an already struggling offense having to run under Davis Mills. Yeah, I think the Jags end up sweeping Houston this season.
Both of these teams have not been impressive at all. So you know what? I'm going to flip a coin. Heads Jags, tails Texans. Flip a coin.
Tails.
Alright, Texans it is.
Alright, nice little AFC East battle right here. Nah, just kidding. We've already seen this one before. Give me the Bills stomping the Dolphins in this one.
Oh, can you guess? The Bills dog-walking the Chiefs in the regular season. So what does that mean for Miami? Probably another L. Give me the Bills.
Alright, the Ravens are back in the mix. Now that Lamar's back, that offense really should not struggle. But I don't know. This Brian Flores defense is kind of crazy. And I'm also still not 100% confident in JJ McCarthy. He did look good again last week against Detroit, but he posted the exact same stat line as he did against the Bears. So I think this might be our shootout of the week, but I'm going to go with the Vikings pulling off an upset and changing the trajectory of both these teams' seasons.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I think me saying Lamar being back for the Ravens last week may have stirred something, but that Vikings defense held the Lions pretty well. You know what? Give me some chaos. Let's go for the Ravens.
Oh my. We couldn't hold them on bye for one more week? Alright, well, fuck. See, this is kind of hard, because the Browns haven't won a game when they didn't wear their doo-doo brown uniforms, and the Jets have only won a game against teams from Ohio. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me cook here. Nah, the Jets just had a full-on fire sale. I think they've pretty much given up on the season. Give me the Browns winning this one.
The Jets maybe?
The game of the week right here. Tampa should be back fully rested and somewhat healthier, but I think it's going to come down to both defenses. Baker Mayfield and Drake May have been on a tear this season, but here's something a little bit sneaky about Drake May. He's taken a lot of sacks so far this season. Now, I do think Tampa Bay will be able to get to him and disrupt his timing, at which point Baker will do pretty much what he had been doing for the first half of the season. Last-minute comeback and game-winning drive. Give me Baker and the Bucks winning the Brady Bowl.
This is the matchup I am the most terrified of. The Buccaneers defense is a fucking monster, whereas New England's offense, we're good, but this will be the real test. Come on, New England, let's go.
Alright, another division game we've already seen this season. Now, I think Arizona will come out in this game looking a little bit better, considering they replaced Kyler Murray with Jacoby Brissett. And man, honestly, I didn't think that Kyler's time with the Cardinals would end this early. Like, I was expecting it to be at the end of the season. But regardless, Seattle could be sneakily one of the best teams in the NFC. They've been much better on the road than they've been at home, but give me Seattle sweeping the Cardinals this season.
You know, I don't think I put enough respect on the Cardinals' names. They kind of beat the hell out of Dallas. And Seattle did pretty much the same thing with the Commanders, while also breaking Jaden Daniels' arm. So, Ooh, this is a toughie. Give me Seattle.
On the other side of the NFC West battles, Mac Jones was able to lead the Niners to an overtime win over the Rams in Week 5, but their defense was much healthier then. Whereas the Rams right now, Matthew Stafford's on a little bit of the heater. I expect them to keep their momentum pushing forward, so let me get the Rams winning this one and splitting the season series this year.
So the Rams have been consistently okay. Now the 49ers, they're either okay or really fucking bad. Give me the Rams winning this. I'm sorry, San Fran.
NFC Divisional Rematch. Now Washington is just battered and bruised right now. Jaden Daniels was able to avoid IR, but honestly, I think their season's pretty much over. Sounds good for the Lions. Basically the same way they did Dallas last year. Detroit cannot be happy about that playoff game last January. Give me the Lions coming into this one and just absolutely thrashing the spiraling Washington team.
I think the Lions are going to want to get the taste of losing out of their mouths. So now they're just going to put belt to ass on the Commanders. The Commanders are going to want to duck this smoke. Get it? Because Marcus Mariota used to be a duck.
This was my preseason Super Bowl matchup. And at this point of the season, yeah, it might be a fraud bowl. Tampa Bay had been beat up most of the season, and I won't lie, outside of Seattle, they haven't really beat anybody impressive this season. Whereas the Bills, I don't know what's going on with them. Yeah, they beat the Chiefs a couple of weeks ago, but we're talking about a month of just not good football. I don't know, you're losing your control over the AFC East. I know they can't be happy about the way they came out against Miami last week, so let me get the Bills bouncing back and winning this one.
Man, Baker and the Bucks cannot get a break from the AFC East. I mean, now they got to face the Buffalo Bills, who just got done losing to the Dolphins. Of all teams, really? So I'm just going to go with the safe option. Let's go Buccaneers.
Alright, another fraud bowl. Let's go. The Chargers are dealing with, well, yeah, injuries. And quite a bit of them too. Along their offensive line, in their running back room, on their defense. Damn, what has Harbaugh got going on over there? Whereas the Jaguars, I can't fucking believe you choked that game away the way you did last week. The Jags also just have not been all that impressive this season. Now, I know this matchup will always remind us of the wildcard game back in 2022 when Trevor Lawrence threw 4 picks in the first half and overcame a 27-point deficit to win his first playoff game. However, things have been kind of downhill from there. Let me go ahead and get the Chargers winning this one.
Both of these teams had promising starts to the season, but now they're just like sinking and sinking. I'm not gonna lie though, I feel like Justin Herbert still has the baddie effect working for him, just in some cases. But give me the Chargers winning this one.
Hello Green Bay, how you doing? Good? Mike is still doing y'all good? Y'all still Super Bowl contenders? Okay. How about fucking no? On a 2-game losing streak where the offense averaged 10 points a game, that defense is still elite, although the Micah effect has really yet to be seen. But Jordan Love and I guess Matt LaFleur just cannot run that offense right now. They've got 7 wide receivers, and the one pass catcher that's missing is the one that makes the biggest difference. Whereas the Giants, they've been battered and bruised all throughout the season, including all of their young studs and their quarterback. And Brian Daboll got fired. There shouldn't be a whole lot of hope left with this team, but thank God they finally put Jameis Winston at QB. So if everything's on the table, especially considering the Packers have not beaten the Giants since 2019, give me the Giants getting an upset with the interim injection.
I'm not gonna lie, both teams have not been impressive as of late. So, Packers, I guess?
Now, for the rest of the games that we have on the slate for Week 11, they are all divisional matchups, with bookends in Minnesota, Atlanta, Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Arizona. So we're going to head over to the NFC North where we got the Bears taking on the Vikings. Now, for the Bears, it's really hard to call them a contender right now, considering that in the last 2 games, they needed the Giants and the Bengals to collapse. 2 of probably the worst teams in the NFL this season. Whereas the Vikings, man, fuck calling him 9. His name is JJ McPickett from now on. The Vikings defense has shown a little chinks in their armor, and with Ben Johnson being able to scheme against them a second time, as long as the Bears don't choke like they did in Week 1, I got them winning this one.
So, about a year ago, I would have chose the Vikings to win this matchup, lickety-split, yer. But in this case, the Bears have actually been consistent like I've been saying, and the Vikings not so much, especially with JJ McCarthy, or 9 when he gets mad. Woo! Nah, give me the Bears.
Well, some things never change. The NFC South is still the worst division in football, and we have both of these dumbasses playing for second. Atlanta's just straight up not been good this year, like at any point. Well, no, they beat the Bills, so give them some respect. But they just, Atlanta's not good. Michael Vick may not be him. Whereas Carolina, Jekyll and Hyde like a motherfucker. One day they're beating the Packers in Lambeau, the next they're losing to the fucking Saints at home. So here's the thing. Historically, Bryce Young has been really, really good against the Falcons. I just don't see how Atlanta would allow themselves to be swept by Carolina. So give me the Falcons winning this one at home and, I don't know, try to make a run. It's going to be pretty much impossible in the NFC.
You know what? Carolina has surprised me before and proved me right. So let's go with Carolina. I think they could pull this out against Michael Dick Jr.
Well, I'll give credit where credit is due. The Texans went out there with Davis Mills and were able to come back and beat the Jaguars. Now they head to Tennessee to take on the Titans. At this point, I don't care if it's CJ Stroud, Davis Mills, or fucking Brock Osweiler out there. Give me Houston winning this one, though I still have not been impressed at any point this season by them.
Okay, y'all can call me crazy in the comments all you want, but I'm going to go for a no logic call here. Give me the Titans beating the Houston Texans.
Unk Bowl Part 2. I don't think this one's going to be as high scoring as the last one, although I don't know. But Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers definitely need to bounce back after what they did last week against the Chargers. And that defense, yeah, I kind of just don't know. I think this time around they might be able to take the ball away more from Joe Flacco. At least I would think. That's honestly the only way they win games this year is if the defense has so many takeaways. But I guess seeing as Mike Tomlin doesn't normally get swept by the Bengals, I got the Steelers winning this one and splitting the series. But be cautious, Steelers. The Ravens are right behind you.
Why do I feel like this is going to be a close game no matter what happens? I know the Steelers are going to win, but god damn it, Cincinnati. Y'all can win, just follow through with the win.
Kevin Stefanski, can we please see fucking Shador Sanders? Dylan Gabriel is not it. He is not good. He can't make accurate throws. He can't see over the line. What are we even doing? Oh, you're playing the Ravens. Well, you're gonna fucking lose anyway.
Slowly but surely, the Ravens are coming back to their former glory. Whereas the Browns, it's the Cleveland Browns. Give me the Ravens.
Well, the return of the Mac had a nice run. But now it's back to Brock Purdy. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they were better with Mac Jones. I'm just saying. But he will have George Kittle, and he'll have Christian McCaffrey, and maybe even Ricky Pearsall. I don't know, I think they might be okay. But the last time that these teams played back in week 3, it was a 1-point game that San Fran won on a walk-off field goal. But while the Cardinals defense is still, I guess, pretty much the same at that point, I think their offense got a little bit of a boost from Jacoby Brissett. Seattle game notwithstanding. So this one could be another interesting game. Although the Cardinals are wearing their black uniforms, which is what they wore whenever they collapsed to give Tennessee their only win this season. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to go with San Fran on this one.
Are the Arizona Cardinals going to get bullied again this week? Or is the Alpha going to get angry against the 49ers? It's going to be the 49ers. Now over here on the winning side of the NFC West, Matt Stafford just beats the 49ers. It's what he does. But Sam Darnold and the Seahawks destroyed the Cardinals' reason to live. For that, I'm going to give it to the Seahawks.
The biggest game of the year, and it's not even nationally televised. What are we doing, NFL? Oh, hold on, let me lock in. These are two of literally the best teams in the NFL. Top 5 in nearly every offensive and defensive category. That's fucking crazy. This game won't decide the winner of the NFC West, seeing as they have another matchup in Seattle in Week 16. But man, I know they're both coming off of 40-point games last week. I can see this being a game where neither of them break 20. But while Sam Darnold has looked pretty good this year, last season he only lost 4 games to 2 quarterbacks. One of them being Jared Goff, and the other one, Matthew fucking Stafford. He's on an absolute heater right now. Could he end up winning his first MVP? We'll see. But I do have him winning this game against the Seahawks. And maybe, just maybe, they can look as dangerous as the team that won the Super Bowl a few years ago. Death, taxes, and a healthy Mahomes beating the Broncos. I mean, I know the Chiefs haven't looked great this year, but if we're going to be honest, neither has Denver. They had the nice win in Philly and the comeback win against the Giants. But no. Same thing with the Packers. That defense is fucking lethal. But that offense, throw picks is out there just bullshitting. I think the Chiefs know this is do or die as far as winning the AFC West. So let me get the Chiefs winning this one off their bye.
Man, I wish I could forget that Broncos versus Raiders game. It was just so lame. And the Chiefs are coming back from a bye week? Yeah, I think I'll take Pat Mahomes and the Mahomies.
Alright, the reigning MVP will be taking on the Texans in Houston. Wait, reigning in Houston? It's raining in Houston, my love. Kidding. But the Texans are going to be rolling out Davis Mills again, and the fact that it took a walk-off field goal just to beat the Titans, the 1-9 fucking Titans. I know Josh Allen has struggled every time he comes to Houston, but I have him following up last week's performance with another dominating win. I don't see him going 9 for 30 again like he did last season.
You know what? My bad, Buffalo. I said y'all were going to lose last week to the Buccaneers. I should have known better. I got y'all winning over the Texans.
Now, this is a battle of two of my favorite teams in the NFC. So this one's going to be a tough decision. Although it should make for an amazing game. Matthew Stafford and the Rams have been on a tear this season. Sure, the offense was a little bit quiet last week against Seattle, but I mean, that one was just a straight defensive game. And the Rams have one of the best in the league. Whereas Tampa, I mean, those injuries have been killing them this season. But Baker Mayfield is still balling, and we'll see how Sean Tucker follows up his big game last week with 3 touchdowns. Oh, and I almost forgot, this is low-key a Baker revenge game. I guess not really revenge, but every time I see this matchup, I think about the 2021 division round game between these teams. Of course, that still had Tom Brady. But the Rams have picked up a lot of momentum. The Bucs, while they have been good, are still not among one of the top contenders, I think. So this is the Triill NFC Pick Bowl. Whoever wins this one, I'm rocking with them the rest of the way. But I think Matthew Stafford and the Rams will pull this one out, and he's going to keep building his case for the MVP this year for the first time in his career. Let's go, Staff Daddy. I believe in you.
You know what, Bucks? Maybe beating the Bills was too much pressure for y'all. And now y'all have to face LA? Ooh, man. Good luck. Y'all got it, Rams.
All right, now we got the return of the McCaffrey. No. There's no Mac Jones the rest of the season, I don't think. But this is going to be the first time Christian McCaffrey plays against his old team since being traded 3 years ago. So we'll see. The offense under Brock Purdy has looked the best that it has all season, but that defense is still just a little bit suspect. I get it, they're dealing with a lot of injuries, but still something to watch. While Carolina, they've been the most confusing team to me this season, but week after week, they just find ways to win, and Bryce Young has really elevated his game. I do owe him a little bit of an apology. But this isn't the Falcons this week. I got the 49ers winning this one.
Carolina's pretty on again, off again, but the 49ers are more on again than they are off. So I think I'm going to take Brock Purdy and the Niners winning this.
Jets, maybe one day will be a respectable franchise. Not today. The Ravens were a little bit sloppy last week against the Browns, so I have them bouncing back in a big way this week.
If there was any doubt on Lamar B being a game changer for the Ravens, there shouldn't be any more. Especially against the Jets. All right, Ravens, y'all got this.
I don't know how, but the Bears keep doing it. Maybe their one-score luck has flipped from last season, but I don't know. It's still a little bit concerning. Speaking of concerns, Aaron Rodgers got a little bit beat up last week, and he's questionable to play in this one. But let's be honest, he's not going to miss out on an opportunity to stick it to the Bears one last time. Even at 80%, give me the Steelers winning this one.
The Steelers were pretty consistent with Perk Rodgers, but now we'll see how they do without him against the owners of the NFC North. I got the Bears winning this one, though.
Cincy. This defense still sucks, so it's going to be on the offense to give them a chance to win. Wait, what? Jamar Chase is suspended? Oh, shit. Yeah, give me the Pats. They're going to demolish that defense, but I need Travion Henderson to help me. Please, my fantasy depends on you.
Crikey, mates. We've got the Patriots hunting the biggest game in Ohio, the Cincinnati Bengals. Come on, Patriots. We know you can skin these cats.
What the fuck was that? Never mind. Speaking of cats, we got the Lions. Now, the last time the Lions lost to a contender in an outdoor stadium that also wore the color green, they came back home to face against a team whose coach is only in his second game, and they proceeded to drop 50. Time is a flat circle. Give me the Lions.
I don't know what went on with Jared Goff and the Jared Goffs against the Eagles, but I'm pretty sure they won't do that against the Giants. Jameis Winston, though, he's actually doing a lot better than Russ ever will as a Giant. Still, though, give me the Lions winning this.
A division matchup between quarterbacks we still can't trust. JJ McPickett and Jordan can't find love. I can't find love no. I feel like this is going to be another one of those ugly games where the Vikings play terribly throughout and still have a chance to win at the end. And I think a lot of it's going to have to do with Matt LaFleur being very conservative with his play calling. But as much as I would love to see the Packers collapse, I think they should be able to take care of business against the Vikings.
With this game, I think this is going to be a battle of the defenses. You know what? Let's go wild. Give me the Packers.
All right, the Chiefs are entering do-or-die territory now and facing off against an explosive Colts offense who just had the bye week to recover and strategize. This isn't going to be an easy one, but I guess I'll trust the home field advantage at Arrowhead Stadium, so give me the Chiefs winning this one. Although Mahomes is 0-2 against the Colts in the regular season. I'm just saying.
Is the other horseshoe going to drop against the Chiefs this week? I think so. Give me the Colts winning this.
Hopefully Seattle called the Exorcist, because we cannot have Sam Darnold seeing ghosts anymore. Luckily they're playing against Tennessee. It would be some Sam Darnold type shit to lose this one, but give me Seattle just absolutely dominating these poor Titans.
I think the lights got too bright for Sam Darnold in the last game, so let's tone it down a bit and go against the Titans. Come on, Seahawks, y'all got this.
Which version of the Jags are we getting this week? Are we getting the team that collapsed late to Houston and just didn't show up for the Rams? or the team that put belt to ass to the Chargers and the Panthers? I don't know. And Arizona's low-key a scrappy team. You know what? Let's go with some chaos. Give me Arizona winning this one. Jacoby Brissett, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Alright, Jags. Y'all shut me up against Justin Herbert and the Batty effect. So, are y'all gonna bully the Cardinals? Yeah. Come on, Jags.
You know, it's a little bit hard to feel bad for Myles Garrett and Max Crosby, seeing that their talent is being wasted on very putrid teams, but hey, they chose the money. Anyways, defense is going to be the spotlight. It's going to be Geno Smith's turnover-prone ass, taking on Shedeur Sanders in his first NFL start. Honestly, I think just because Myles Garrett might get another 5 sacks, I got the Browns winning this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Shedeur Sanders. Shut your fucking facing the Vegas Raiders. You know what? I think this would be a good start for him. So come on, Browns, let's go. Cowboys, I need you to lock the fuck in. I need you to knock the Eagles out of playoff contention, or I swear to God.
Yeah, as much as I would love to see that, it's honestly just not possible. The Eagles have a chance at literally having the 1 seed this season, but it's not enough to keep AJ Brown from crying like a little bitch. The Eagles have skated by on offense all season. The passing game hasn't been there, and Saquon has taken a step back. However, that defense, holy shit, they're for real. Adding Jalen Phillips has made a massive difference, and this time around, Jalen Carter will play, as long as he doesn't spit on Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott. That's how you do it. Now, as for the Cowboys, I need you to lock the fuck.
This man just stole my entire fucking flow.
Calm down, soldier boy. But that offense, I mean, it pretty much speaks for itself, right? Dak's been dealing, GP3's been a fucking demon, and let's not forget about CD, who would love to make up for his drops in week 1. Now, we'll see how this defense looks following up that game against the Raiders, and seeing the kind of production that Jalen Hurts is getting out of his offense. What's the difference? Dak's always been good at home against the NFC East, and dropped 40 plus points on the other 2 teams this season. So, let me pick the Cowboys to put belt to ass on the Eagles on Sunday.
Ah, shit! It's the return of Kirk O'Chains. You know what that means. They're gonna beat the fuck out of the Saints.
Is that what that means? Because Kirk Cousins did not look good at any point this season when he stepped in for Michael Dick. He might actually be washed. Now, the Saints are coming in off a bye, and I don't know, they got a pretty big win over the Panthers. The Falcons have been on a slide this season with 5 straight losses. I'm not gonna lie, go ahead and give me the Saints winning this one. I don't think it's gonna be a particularly good game, but fuck it, it's the NFC South, who gives a shit? Happy Thanksgiving! And we'll start it off, as always, in Detroit as the Lions take on the Packers. Now, honestly, both quarterbacks have not looked very good this season. Jared Goff's been putting up solid numbers, but has been quiet over the last few weeks. Meanwhile, with Jordan, either he's an MVP caliber player, or but it looks like they'll both probably depend on the run game. Emmanuel Wilson stepping in for the Packers, and Jahmyr Gibbs for the Lions. Man, it's going to be tough to top that performance against the Giants last week. Now, the Lions have been historically bad on Thanksgiving, especially against the Packers. But I don't think Dan Campbell's going to let the Pack sweep them this year, so let me get the Lions starting this Thanksgiving off with a win.
Both teams very underwhelming on Sunday. Yet, I'm still going with the Lions because I trust their offense a lot better.
Alright, this is a pseudo playoff game. Either team loses, that's essentially wraps on the year. But they're both coming off impressive comebacks last week. The Chiefs being down 11 points to the 8-2 Colts, and the Cowboys are racing a 21-0 deficit against the defending champion Eagles. Now, I've already talked ad nauseum about the Cowboys offense this year, but the Chiefs offensively, the numbers haven't looked bad for Mahomes and company, but they just have not been able to finish any of their drives, namely for the lack of execution or penalties costing them. But they'll be taking on the Cowboys defense that's been kind of filling themselves over the last couple of weeks. So honestly, this game could probably go either way. I know I want to believe in my boys, but I always say, I'm never going to count out Patrick Mahomes, especially in his first game back in Dallas. You know what? Go ahead and give me the Chiefs winning this one. I'll actually be in attendance for this one, so hopefully it's a good game.
Dallas, I knew you could do it. I knew you could lock in and beat the Eagles. Now step aside, because I want the Chiefs to win this week.
Alright, let's go. A Thanksgiving night banger. Yeah, I know the Bengals record says 3-8, but dog, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are going to be back. Now, we saw this matchup twice last year, both including high-scoring dramatic finishes, where the Ravens ultimately swept Cincinnati last year. But this year, it might be a little bit different. Lamar Jackson is still not 100% coming off of the time that he missed, and it's really hindered his ability to do Lamar Jackson-type things. Not a good time to be doing that against this Bengals defense, who actually put on a spirited effort against the Patriots. Yeah, they gave up 26 points, but they started with a pick 6 early in the game, and had 8 plays at the goal line to keep the Patriots from reaching the end zone. So we'll see if Derrick Henry also found a little bit of his rhythm back. The Ravens defense has looked better over the last few weeks as well, but I mean, they haven't played anybody that could really test them, honestly. So in a little bit of a stunner, let me go ahead and get the Bengals winning this one. It's way too late to get back into playoff contention, but hey, maybe y'all can finally beat Lamar.
Bengals versus Ravens is kind of tough because Cincy just gave New England a run for their money, whereas I haven't seen anything as impressive from the Ravens as of late. So just give me the Bengals on this one.
Now on to Black Friday, and this game is to essentially hold the 2 seed in the NFC. The way I see it, yeah, I don't think these teams are actually legit. The Eagles' offense has been an issue all season. Jalen Hurts actually looked pretty solid last week against Dallas. Saquon Barkley has not been able to get anything going, and their offensive line is just decimated with injuries right now. But hey, AJ Brown got his stats though. Maybe crying like a little bitch works. But after having 3 perfect drives to start the game, they just completely shut down in the second half. You can't do that. And yeah, the defense allowed the comeback to happen, but the offense just can't stop scoring points. They still have yet to play an entire 60 minutes in a game this season. Whereas the Bears, again, another close 3-point win. I can respect what the Bears have been doing offensively and give them big time credit on their defense. But you keep trying to win all these close games, eventually it's going to sneak up and bite you in the ass. Especially once they get into this stretch in the next few weeks. That still includes 2 games against the Packers and a rematch with the Lions, in addition to San Francisco. But we're going to stick to this game for right now. I feel like as the defending champions, the way last week went, they just want to flush it out as soon as possible, and thankfully they get a short week to do it. Go ahead and let me get the Eagles winning this one, and the Bears might end up getting exposed.
Now, I've been saying most of the season that the Bears have been consistent. Now they got to go up against the Eagles, who just lost to their division rivals. Yeah, Bears, I'm sorry, y'all are going to have to lose this one.
Well, both these teams should be fully rested after coming off their bye. Honestly, there's really nothing that makes this game interesting. I guess other than Washington wearing their throwbacks again. But Jaden Daniels will probably not play in this one. And we've already seen what Marcus Mariota's been able to do. And he's going to be taking on this Denver defense. Yikes. With how bad Washington's defense is, hopefully Bo Nix can use this as a confidence builder, as they're still comfortably leading the race in the AFC West, and even jockeying for the #1 seed in the AFC. So give me Broncos country riding in this one.
Peacock, I know you want to show us Sunday Night Football, but can we just not this week? It's the Broncos versus the Commanders. No? Y'all have to? Alright, man. Well, then just give me the Broncos.
Alright. Now the Patriots come in, honestly, a little rattled after that game against Cincinnati. But obviously, they still lead the AFC and are currently riding a 9-game winning streak. While for the Giants, well, first of all, New York, here you go. But Jameis Winston has given you 2 elite performances in a row, and you've just done the same shit you've done all season. Blow a 2-score 4th quarter lead. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know how good you could be if you could actually close out a game? Hold on, let me relax. I've been saying that I feel bad for the Giants because of all their injuries. Well, that part might still be true. But that coaching staff, just burn the whole fucking thing down. Wait, actually, hold on. They just fired the defensive coordinator. So if the Giants are able to hop out to a lead, either with Jameis or with Jackson Dart if he's back from concussion, they could really give the Patriots a hard time. So, I don't know. Am I feeling like I'm in the mood for chaos? Nah. I hope this one ends up being an exciting game, but let me get the Patriots winning this one as they win their 10th straight going into their bye. A much needed bye at that.
We got the NFL's national treasure Jameis Winston versus Draco May. Make those plays. Yeah, let's go, Pats.
Alright, week 14 actually gave us a pretty good schedule, especially with all of our primetime games having massive playoff implications. Woo, let's go. And we're going to start it off on Thursday night with the Cowboys taking on the Lions. Now, I got some things that I really do want to say about this game. Y'all better watch your mouth talking about my motherfucking quarterback. Big bro Dak just went toe-to-toe with Mahomes and beat him. And overcame a 21-point deficit against the defending champions in a 4-day span. Stop playing with his fucking name. He, CD, and GP3 are leading this Cowboys offense, and we're on a fucking heater coming off this bye. Now let's talk about the Lions. These motherfuckers got swept by Green Bay, the same Green Bay that took Micah from us, dropped 40 on our previously shitty defense, and still couldn't fucking beat us? We're about to Amon-Ra saying, clown you cowardly ass Lions. Remember last year when you ran up the score on us when we were down bad? Don't run from these Dak shots, bitch. Come on, baby, we them boys. Alright, let's go boys.
Well, wait, hold on. Didn't you pick the Chiefs to win last week?
I mean, yeah, I did, but I used the devil magic, remember? But if I'm going to be real, this Dallas offense has been flying around. Detroit's not going to have enough to slow it down. Now, at least the offense will be able to keep it close, but go ahead and let me get the Cowboys winning their 4th in a row as they continue to fight and claw their way into the playoffs. Oh wait, that's more of a Lions phrase. My bad.
Cards on the table, I'm a Dallas Cowboys hater. But even I can tell that these guys are playing good, especially after getting those defensive players, and now they're going up against the Lions, who did not look impressive against Green Bay. I hate to say it, and this goes against everything I stand for, but I'm going to pick the Cowboys winning this one.
It's honestly kind of crazy how this is a divisional round rematch, and both these teams are in danger of missing the playoffs entirely. At least with the Texans, they're riding a little bit of a winning streak, led by that generational defense, and honestly some actually pretty solid quarterback play from Davis Mills. I guess CJ was good last week too. I think a lot of it had to do with facing off against the Colts team with a very hindered quarterback, but you only play who's in front of you. Let's see if they can carry that same energy to Arrowhead. Where the Chiefs, we're seeing them in a position that we hadn't seen in the Mahomes era. They can pretty much kiss the West goodbye, but now they're taking on yet another team that's fighting for their life. We thought it'd be enough to pull out a win last week, but that defense just could not slow Dallas down whatsoever. At least without drawing penalties. But the defense is going to be playing, well, the furthest thing from the number 1 offense this week. Whereas on the other side, the offense is going to be facing off against an elite pass rush, potentially without 2 of their own linemen. So they might have Mahomes in hell this week. This game can honestly go either way, but I really do believe the Arrowhead home field advantage works in their favor. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Chiefs winning this one in a close battle. If the Texans are somehow able to pull off an upset, I might start to put a little bit more respect on their name.
Both of these teams barely beat the Colts, but winning close like that for CJ Stroud is not good, especially against this pissed off Kansas City team who got embarrassed on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm going to go with Kansas City on this one.
Now, this game on ESPN is being simulcast as a Monsters Inc. type of broadcast, kind of like what they did with The Simpsons last year and Toy Story the year before that. But perfect timing, too. The Eagles should be scared, because this season's starting to look a little familiar. I mean, it's the same thing that's happened all season. Saquon Barkley has taken multiple steps back. The offensive line play has gotten worse, obviously having to do with Lane Johnson having to miss some time. But now the only thing they can hang their hat on, their defense, just got ran over and walked down by Chicago. Now, A.J. Brown has finally gotten his stats, but at what cost? If they're not careful, they're in some serious danger of squandering that 8-2 start. Whereas for the Chargers, Justin Herbert's status is kind of up in the air right now, having to get surgery on a broken wrist from last week. So if it's not him, it's going to be Trey Lance. Hey, old buddy, you want to do us a solid? Really, all the Chargers got to do is just run down the Eagles' throat. And with Amari and Hampton hopefully coming back, I mean, I'm sure he's anxious to get back out there and show the world what he's got. But again, the Eagles' offense has not been able to do a whole lot of anything this year, and the Chargers have shown no quit despite all of the injuries that have hit them this season. So, let me go ahead and pick the Chargers winning this one at home and doing us a solid and make the NFC East race a lot closer.
Watch out, Philly. Y'all are slipping. Y'all just let the Chicago Bears take your number 1 spot, and now y'all are going up against the Chargers. Will y'all win? Probably, but LA is not going to make it easy for y'all, especially the way y'all been playing.
Alright, if you couldn't beat the Jets, what makes you think that you're going to be able to beat the Seahawks? Atlanta, your season's been done, but it's officially done. Give me Seattle winning this one.
Falcons, last I checked, y'all were nowhere near Ohio. How the hell are you gonna lose to the Jets? And now y'all gotta take on Sam Darnold and the Seahawks? Pfft, good luck. I got the Seahawks winning this one.
Don't look now, but the Bengals are starting to creep in a little bit. Stringing together a couple of solid defensive performances, and Joe Burrow giving a boost back to this team, they got their division title hopes still alive. Whereas the Bills, I don't know what to call it every week. They've just been way too inconsistent, but we all know they're one of the best teams in the AFC, if not the entire league. That defense has been problematic for them this season, though. Not only that, Josh Allen just can't beat Joe Burrow. Go ahead and let me get the Bengals winning this one.
It's looking like the Bengals defense is coming up on a resurgence, but the Bills entirely are coming back to form, and that's going to be a huge problem for the Bengals. So give me the Bills winning this.
All right, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Cam Ward versus Shedeur Sanders. That's honestly it. Not only did Cam get drafted before Shedeur, but he also got eliminated before Shedeur. All the shit that they were talking back and forth to each other this offseason, I don't think either one of them is going to come out looking good. But it's going to look even worse for the Titans. Myles Garrett is gunning for that sack record, and not only that, Cleveland is not wearing their orange helmets. It's a proven statistic that if the Browns are wearing their brown or their white helmets, they usually tend to win. So not even a question, go ahead and give me Cleveland winning this one.
All right, in this game, DK has to pay for selling my fucking fantasy. So I got Shedeur Sanders and the Browns winning this because fuck the Titans.
Alright, it looks like Jaden Daniels is slated to play. And honestly, coming off of what they did last week against Denver, I don't care if the Vikings are rolling out Max Brosmer, Carson Wentz, or God forbid, 9. Give me Washington curb stomping the Vikings. But honestly, even if they don't, either way it goes, whoever loses this game is officially eliminated from playoff contention. The winner of this game will be eliminated from playoff contention next week. So do with that what you will, I guess.
Washington, my bad. I was unfamiliar with your game. That fucking showing on Sunday night was pretty good. Y'all may have lost, but that was really a good game. Now, as for the Vikings, come on, man. The Commanders are winning this.
Okay, Jets and Dolphins, I see you. Y'all came a long way from the battle of 0-3 matchups back in week 4, but I honestly don't really feel all that great about y'all moving forward anyway. I don't think it's necessarily that they've both been playing some good football. I think it's been more of them just taking advantage of their opponents self-destructing. But this game was close the first time around in Miami. You know what? Fuck it. Who wanna fly with the fucking Jets? J-E-T.
The Dolphins and the Jets are playing to win the coveted bronze medal in the AFC East. The Dolphins are winning.
So short and sweet, Tampa has a division to win. Saints have a first overall pick to try to catch. Give me the Bucks winning this one.
The Saints versus the Bucks. What could I really say about this matchup? It's a division rivalry that the Bucks are going to win.
Alright, so it looks like the Broncos are going to cruise to the AFC West title, and they're coming off of 9 straight wins, which also included a little bit of a heart stopper last week against Washington. But the Raiders? They held them to a 10-7 game the last time they matched up. You know what? I don't think Pete Carroll's going to go out like no bitch. Give me the Raiders winning this one at home. Hey, it's a long win streak, and it's a long losing streak. I think something's going to give at this point.
Whoo, Denver! You were close to looking fraudulent against the Commanders on Sunday night, and now you are facing the Raiders. Nah, come on, y'all got this. Don't do that again.
Damn, Kyler ran his way out of Arizona pretty damn quick. A lot sooner than I thought he would. Oh, they're facing the Rams? Well, here's this first. So at this point, there's literally nothing to play for. Give me the Rams winning this one, and I know they'll bounce back from that tough loss last week in Carolina.
All right, LA, just lick your wounds from that Panther attack and have a palate cleanser by beating the Arizona Cardinals.
Now, I mentioned in part 1, but this is the part of the season where every game matters, especially with these next 3 matchups, essentially helping to decide the winner of their respective divisions. And we're going to start off in the AFC North. The Ravens offensively have not looked good over the last few weeks. Lamar is obviously still injured, and I don't know why they keep getting away from the run. Especially after seeing what James Cook did to that Pittsburgh defense last week. The plan should just be run, 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 run. Now for the Steelers, I mean, can they just keep Aaron Rodgers healthy for 1 game? Please? This matchup is always a grudge match, but since it is in Baltimore, I am going to give the edge to the Ravens. Don't worry, Mike Tomlin. You're still on pace for 9-8.
Both of these offenses are atrocious, and both of these defenses were nowhere to be found in these games. However, I'm going to give Pittsburgh the edge only because they didn't get shut out by the Bills, and for them, that's a lot.
Death, taxes, and the Colts losing in fucking Jacksonville. I really don't need to elaborate any further. The Jags look to have finally found their stride, and the Colts are slowly starting to come down to earth a little bit. So, in a division that has been primarily dominated by the Colts this season, I'm gonna have the Jaguars winning this one and taking firm control of the South. But they can't afford any more hiccups along the way with Houston still in the rear view.
A couple of weeks ago, I could not imagine this matchup being any kind of good. Mainly because the Colts were on a tear and the Jags were on and off. But the Jags now, they're starting to beat up on some teams. And the Colts have not been looking impressive lately. So give me the Jags winning.
Man, is it nice to get a Packers-Bears game that actually matters. Both teams have looked really good this season. Packers on the back of their dominant defense. In addition to Jordan Love, well, finding love, but putting up his own MVP caliber performance. But the Bears, the defense continually takes the ball away, and that run game has been insane over the last couple of months. Now, if there is one thing that Green Bay has been able to do, it's been able to stop the run. They hadn't let Jameer do hardly anything in both of the games that they played. So if they're able to shut down Swift and Monungai, it's all going to be on Caleb Williams' arm, and we hadn't really seen a whole lot of good come out of that this season. This is going to be another one of those games that's going to come down to the wire. But in Lambeau Field, give me the Packers winning this one. And we got a rematch in a couple of weeks, so we'll see how this one goes.
Whew. Packers fans have got to be steaming right now, knowing that their arch rivals, the Chicago Bears, are now #1 in the NFC. And they think they're going to do something about it? Nah, I got the Bears winning this one. They're way too consistent, like I've been saying.
All right, NFC South shit show, throwback edition. Both teams are coming off disappointing losses last week. And I'll be honest, Atlanta... Yeah, what a fucking disaster. Tampa Bay, get your shit together because Carolina's right behind you. I got y'all winning this one.
Regardless if this division should exist or not, I'm gonna pick the Bucks winning this because Atlanta and the rest of the NFC South haven't given me a reason to fully believe in them.
Huh, so much for consistent, huh, SMA? I'll admit the Bears played a pretty good game, but Caleb Williams kind of fucked that game over at the end. On top of that, it wasn't that great of a performance anyway. The defense disappeared most of the day, and you just went from the first seed all the way down to the 7th. Insane. But this week you got Shedeur Sanders, who just came off losing to the Titans. Hey, but it wasn't his fault though. That Browns defense is still insane, and Myles Garrett is still coming for that record. We'll see if Caleb Williams is able to evade these kind of pressures. But this game is in a precarious position, coming a week after losing to Green Bay, and the week before facing Green Bay again. I mean, this has trap written all over it. And honestly, I would call it perfect timing. Give me the Browns winning in an upset.
I mean, we could sit here and argue that Shedeur is a good quarterback till we're blue in the face. That doesn't mean the rest of the team could beat the now inconsistent Bears, especially since they're fighting to stay in the playoffs. Give me the Bears and Cleveland. So long, gay Browns.
Well, unfortunately for the Ravens, your season is over, yeah, your season is over. Because that offense has not been good, and their defense has been even worse. Whereas the Bengals, it was a competitive game against the Bills last week, and they had it in reach. But I don't know what the fuck happened to Joe Burrow in that fourth quarter. As terrible as the AFC North is, and you being 4-9, your season is over, yeah, your season is over. But hey, this might be your one time to sweep the Ravens. Give me the Bengals winning this one at home.
Don't sleep on the Bengals. They were in a shootout with the Bills, which is not an easy feat. The Ravens, however, couldn't make anything stick against Kirk Rogers' old ass. For that, I got the Bengals winning this one.
Oh, so you think I'm going to come on here and say that Houston's back? Houston's for real? Houston's going to make the Super Bowl? I don't fucking think so, Justin. Nah, I'm playing, bro. Chill. But as I've been saying all season, that defense is crazy, and they really gave the Chiefs a lot of problems, having all their receivers' heads on a swivel. The offense, though, I still have my doubts. But you have the Cardinals at home. I don't think it should be a trap, so I got the Texans winning this one. But I swear to God,
SMA Sports presents an NFL trap game. While Houston is on a win streak and Arizona the opposite, it's likely that Houston could collapse and accidentally fall to the Cardinals. DJ Stroud is putting the ball in bad situations constantly. I'll take the Texans, but if I'm wrong, I can't say I'd be surprised.
crazily enough, a year ago from this week, these two teams were in a toilet bowl. Jacksonville's made an impressive turnaround, while the Jets... That's it. Give me the Jags winning this one.
The Jags are fighting for a playoff spot, so I got them winning this, and for the Jets, come on everybody, it's the Jets. What's the worst that could happen?
It's getting real late for the Chiefs right now, coming off of 2 straight Lone Star ass whoopings, and they may be eliminated from the playoffs this week if things go, I guess, against their favor, which includes facing off against the Chargers, who should be feeling pretty confident after beating them in Brazil week 1. And coming off the game last week against the Eagles, with no offensive line and Justin Herbert having a broken hand. Now that Eagles team is in the midst of collapsing, so that might be an aberration. But even then, the Chiefs are just not the Chiefs this year. Justin Herbert, we've been waiting for you to have a signature win, signature moment really. Go do everybody a favor and sweep the Chiefs. Give me the Chargers winning this one.
I don't completely trust the Chargers, but they just got through embarrassing Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. And as we've seen from the Cowboys, anything is possible with these former Super Bowl teams. Give me the Chargers winning, because I think Mahomes and the Mahomies are starting to get demoralized.
Well, Buffalo, you fucked up now. You've won this division every year that the Patriots have been down, and yet still had not been able to make the Super Bowl. And now the Patriots are back to running the AFC East. I still have a lot of questions on both teams. Okay, and I mean, good on them for doing what they're doing. But I was looking at their schedule, and I was looking at the Tankathon draft order.
What's the difference?
But they did beat the Bills in week 5. A lot of it had to do with stupid penalties and stupid turnovers by Josh Allen. This time around though, it could be a little bit different. I feel like this game could be a shootout. Buffalo's defense still ain't shit, honestly. It just took Joe Burrow pissing himself in the 4th quarter for them to even have a chance to win that game. But this is the next real test for both teams. And honestly, this could also be a precursor to a playoff matchup that we can see down the road. But for this one, I got the Bills splitting with the Patriots and winning this one in Gillette Stadium. But we'll see.
Y'all know what it is, Pats Nation. Y'all remember what we did to them Bills in week 5. We win this, we clinch the division. Even if we lose, we could still get a playoff spot.
Wait, what's that now? I could lose?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's literally nothing at stake here, and a single loss wouldn't really hurt.
Curse you, Buffalo!
Giants and Washington back in the NFC East basement, just as God intended. Actually, before I even get into this matchup, Washington, what a fall from fucking grace. An NFC Championship appearance to this. Now that that's out of the way, Washington's defense is fucking terrible. Jaden Daniels can't stay healthy for shit, and add on that injury to Zach Ertz, holy shit, morale couldn't be any lower. While for the Giants, god damn. They're just so frustrating to watch this year, namely due to all the injuries and just the incompetency from the coaching staff. But I guess I believe in Jackson Dart and his aura. Give me the Giants winning this one.
Washington, what the fuck was that performance against Minnesota? I legit thought y'all were on some kind of come up, but y'all proved me wrong. New York, I'll give y'all some credit. Y'all put up a decent fight against the Pats. Even with all those nasty hits, I got the Giants winning this.
That's what I'm talking about.
This shit means something to me, man.
The Eagles are in the midst of a full-on fucking collapse. 2023 Redux. Now hold on, let me set the scene real quick. If we're gonna go back to 2023, let's talk about how they started off with losing to the Cowboys at home, going on the next week to lose to Pete Carroll, and also facing a very inferior team in Lincoln Financial Field, and they still fucking lost. Now again, Pete Carroll has never lost to the Eagles once in his career. And you know what would make this even fucking funnier? If Kenny Pickett, the former Eagle who took the last few snaps in last year's Super Bowl, comes out and beats his former team. I don't give a fuck how unlikely it is. I'm hate watching the fuck out of this game. Give me the Raiders winning.
God, I hope the Raiders just full-on solidify the Eagles' collapse. My team may not reside in the NFC East, but that don't mean I can't hate on the Eagles. Come on, Raiders. Help me!
Alright, a lot of people are billing this as a potential Super Bowl preview. Well, not me though. This game is namely going to be a battle of defenses and which quarterback is going to fuck up the least. Well, let's look at it. Bo Nix is, well, also Mo Picks. While Jordan Love, well, I mean that, but he also doesn't turn the ball over very much either. But that front seven for the Broncos can really get after him. I think I'd honestly go with the home field advantage, although Green Bay is undefeated wearing their white cheddar uniforms. I know that's not what they're called, but I think that was a completely missed opportunity. Give me Broncos country riding in
The
this
Broncos are good, but unreliable. Let's see how bad they want to keep the number 1 seed in the AFC. The Packers are definitely better than consistency, which has been proven versus the Bears last week. I'll take the Packers winning this one.
Alright, for the 3rd year in a row, we're running back the Matthew Stafford versus the Lions storyline. Hooray. Except this time around, the Rams look like a legitimate threat. While Detroit, while it was an all-around good performance against the Cowboys last week, losing Brian Branch is going to be massive for that defense. That's already down several of their key players. The Rams have been on a roll, and they can very easily solidify a playoff spot this week. Give me the Rams winning this one, and for the love of God, if Matthew Stafford does not win the MVP this year, I'm going to be sick.
This game will legit be worth watching, being that the Lions are still a sneaky good team, and the Rams are full-on monsters this season. It's tough, but give me the Rams winning this game.
You know what, New Orleans? I'm sorry. I wasn't giving you the proper respect that I should have been. I mean, in the new alternate uniform video, I did say that y'all were going to go 1-16, but you've exceeded my expectations. And beating the Bucks in Tampa? My fault. I was unfamiliar with their game, Tyler Shuck. Hopefully they can continue that momentum against Carolina, who's coming off of their bye, and are also kind of in a prime position to potentially steal the division from Tampa Bay. But Carolina hasn't been all that consistent this year, and you can tell me, oh, they beat the Rams, oh, they beat the Packers, oh, they beat the Cowboys. First of all, fuck you. But again, they've just been way too inconsistent this season. So, This would be some crazy shit if it happens, but I got the Saints sweeping Carolina this year. Fuck it. I'm in the mood for chaos.
Bryce Young and the Panthers just got done beating the powerhouse Rams, and New Orleans just beat the owners of the NFC South, the Bucks. The more impressive win goes to the Panthers, so I got them winning over the Saints.
You know, I'm bummed the fuck out because a month ago I was really looking forward to watching Sam Darnold versus Daniel Jones. Is that something that anybody else would have said before? But unfortunately, Daniel Jones is out. Riley Leonard should play despite a nagging knee injury, and if he can't go, then you know who it is? Philip Rivers. Philip Rivers. Hell yeah, baby. Grandpa Rivers is here to save Indianapolis, but probably not this week. Seattle's defense has been on another level over the last month or so. I don't really see this one being close at all. Give me the Seahawks winning this one.
Alrighty, Super Sam. The Colts are crippled and ripe for the picking, especially with the last few unimpressive games that they played, so go off and beat the Colts this week.
Alright, Tennessee. Good shit. What a hell of a win last week. Now you can build off of that by playing against San Francisco. Coming off their bye too. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think the Niners are going to win this one pretty comfortably.
Niners, y'all know what to do. Just go win.
Well, last week, I did kind of make a fool of myself. I was really confident that the Cowboys were going to be able to go into Detroit and win that game. But that defense, it's still the same shit. Get rid of Matt Eberflus ASAP. If I see him or Kenneth Murray on that field this week, I'm going to... Excuse me, my fault. But that offense is still going to do what they do, even if CD has to miss this game with a concussion. Ryan Flournoy has stepped up in multiple points in this season, but they're going to have a tall task going against that Brian Flores defense. And speaking of defense, will Eberflus be able to redeem himself, taking on 9, who just had his best game of his career last week? I fucking hope so. But this one is at home. Give me the Cowboys winning this one, and I would not be surprised if they dropped 40 again.
I may have been wrong about the Cowboys last game, but who knew that the Lions were going to start actually trying? Regardless, I got them winning this because the Vikings are really not that impressive this season.
The battle of mid. The Dolphins come in with a 6-7.
Shut the hell up!
My fault, SMA.
Damn!
With a 6-7 record and on a 4-game winning streak. I don't know if the playoffs are really in reach for them, but hey, Mike McDaniel, I got to apologize. I need to give y'all's proper respect, especially if y'all can go into Pittsburgh and beat the Steelers, who, let's be honest, also haven't looked very great since the start of the season. Am I still in the mood for more chaos? Nah, let me be realistic. Give me the Steelers winning this one. And honestly, I'm not buying into the hype. I just think that they'll still finish 9-8, win their shitty-ass division, and then lose in the first round of the playoffs. And with that, Mike Tomlin will probably still never get fired.
Are Dirty Mike and the boys gonna beat up on Perk Rogers and the Steelers? I don't think so. Give me the Steelers.
All right, to kick off the final week of the 2025 NFL regular season, we've got an NFC South shit show again. Now, this game is for the division. The Panthers have been inconsistent all season, while Tampa Bay's just been spiraling over the last 2 months or so. But they also just played each other in Week 16, where the Panthers won in Carolina, and Tampa's looking for the split. Now, everyone outside of Tristan Wirfs should be pretty healthy, but Baker Mayfield just needs to lock the fuck in. This is the same shit that Tampa Bay does every season, and honestly, whoever wins this game, they're either just going to get thrashed by Seattle or San Francisco in the first round. But either way it goes, give me Tampa winning this game and securing the NFC South.
Shit. It's the battle for the worst division in football, the NFC South. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda want the Panthers to win this, only because Carolina has given this conference so much trouble this season. So let's get some chaos going. Come on, Panthers.
Now for this next matchup, the NFC West and the NFC's number 1 seed are on the line in this one. And how perfect. Sam Darnold in another Week 18 primetime game that determines if they win the division and have the number 1 seed. Yeah, we haven't seen this one before, but he's taken on the team and the coach that might have honestly turned his career around. Now, when these teams played each other in Week 1, I honestly didn't know what to expect when this rematch came back around. Seattle's defense has been among the league's best this season, and career years from Sam Darnold and JSN have that offense moving. While for the Niners, I'm not gonna lie, I think we've all been pretty quiet on them this season, namely because of all of their injuries. But Brock Purdy's coming off of 2 consecutive 5-touchdown games. I'm not sure how sustainable that is, and their defense is quite a bit of a concern. Now, with this game being in San Francisco, things might be a little bit tougher for the Seahawks. Nevertheless, I just saw Sam Darnold rewrite his narrative a few weeks ago. Let's do it again. Give me Seattle winning this game in securing the NFC West and the #1 seed in the NFC.
Now on to one of the better divisions of this conference. Do I think Sam Darnold is elite? Not entirely. So I think Brock Purdy and the Niners can take advantage of that and definitely put the whooping on Seattle.
Now these next few games are going to be kind of meaningless, not going to lie. So we're going to start off with the Saints versus the Falcons. Both of these teams have been on pretty impressive winning streaks. That came after they've been eliminated from postseason contention. But either way, Kirk Cousins is keeping the Falcons afloat, and Tyler Shutt just might be the future for New Orleans. But honestly, if this doesn't encapsulate how bad the NFC South was this season, then I don't think anything else Wait, hold on one second. Give me Tampa winning this game and securing the NFC South. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a caveat with that Carolina-Tampa game. If the Falcons end up winning this game, then Carolina wins the division no matter what happens on Saturday. Not that it impacts the pick for this game, but I've liked what the Saints have done to end this season. So let me get New Orleans winning this one, and next year we should not let this division get a spot in the playoffs.
Oh my god, the Saints versus the Falcons. Whoever would want to watch this game? The Saints got this.
So, is Myles Garrett going to break the sack record or not? I know a few months ago it seemed like he was going to run away with it, but he's been slowed down some. However, on the offensive side, I know Shadour's just kind of, being a rookie, but they were able to pull out a win against Pittsburgh last week without Quinshon Judkins and Harold Fannin Jr. I mean, they're going against a really bad Bengals defense. Oh, and I can't believe I almost completely forgot. Joe Flacco is coming out for the Bengals. Starts the season with Cleveland against Cincinnati, and then ends the season in Cincinnati against Cleveland. That's one of the craziest things that I've seen in a while. Now, somehow the Steelers are able to make the playoffs. Cincinnati should just cut Joe and let him complete the AFC North Infinity Gauntlet. But before I get too distracted, I think I'm gonna have the Browns winning this one. I know it may sound crazy, but the Browns have a thing for splitting against their division opponents.
I'm not going to sit here and say I wasn't impressed by that Browns win, but every dog has his day. And against the Bengals, yeah, I believe more in Cincinnati than I do the Browns.
You know what? Congratulations, Houston. I'll admit, I am impressed how you started 0-3 and worked your way back into 11-5 and maybe even potentially a division title. That part's not entirely in your control. Whereas the Colts, starting off 7-1 and then here at 8-8. So with Daniel Jones out, Phillip Rivers officially re-retiring, it's going to be in the hands of Riley Leonard. He didn't look too bad the last time out, but still a young, inexperienced player. Against that Houston defense, nah, give me the Texans winning this one, as they get ready to potentially go to Pittsburgh or to Baltimore. Either way, it should be a breeze.
I would have given a bit more of the edge to Indy if they would have kept Phillip Rivers in there. But now they got their third stringer, and I kind of don't have any confidence in them. So wrap it up, Houston. Let's go.
Well, it's that time of the season again. I mean, whenever the Packers clinch the 7th seed in the NFC, and we can't find love no more. But they're going to be resting their guys for the playoffs and starting Clayton Tune. Okay. Well, hey, for the Vikings, 9's back. And I'm not going to lie, this would definitely be some Vikings type shit to end their season with a winning record after being eliminated a month ago. If JJ McCarthy can just do what he had been doing before he got injured, the last time, he'll be able to air it out across the field to Jettas and Addison, especially if they're being covered by newly signed Green Bay Packer and former Dallas Cowboy Trayvon fucking Diggs. Oh yeah, give me the Vikings winning this one.
The Vikings may not be fighting for a playoff spot, but they're going to make damn sure that the Green Bay Packers feel it whenever they get there. The Packers may win, but they're going to limp their way into the playoffs.
The last time these two teams played in Dallas, Russell Wilson had a career day. No, not because he was good, because obviously he hasn't really played since then. But that Dallas defense is horrible. Thankfully, this is the last game of the season, because I do not want to see Matt Eberflus anywhere near my team after this. But Dallas and their offense is still one of the best offenses in the league. Give me the Cowboys winning this one at MetLife. Although I would not be surprised if Jackson Dart had a career day himself.
As bad as the Cowboys defense is, I still don't think they're going to split the series with New York. The Giants just have not done anything to prove that they're elite, so the Cowboys got this.
Okay. Bills are coming out with that 90s look. Let's not talk about the 90s. But taking on the Jets, yeah, I got the Bills winning this one. But the Jets are about to do something that has never been done in the history of the NFL. To go a whole regular season without logging an interception by the defense. What's making it even more crazy is that they're able to pull this off in a 17-game season. Truly just absolute shit.
The Jets versus Buffalo. Are we serious right now? Yeah, Buffalo's got this.
The Raiders are in the driver's seat for the #1 overall pick. The Chiefs, they just can't wait to get this season over with. But this also might be the last outing for Travis Kelce. Even with how bad the Chiefs have been this season, and getting even worse after losing Mahomes, I feel like some things just won't change. Give me the Chiefs beating the Raiders. It's probably going to be the ugliest game that we'll see this week, but hey, it is what it is. Whenever we're in mid-May and you're missing football, this is one of those ones you can't take for granted.
Taking all bets now, taking all bets. Who's worse at football, the Chiefs without Mahomes or the Raiders as an entire organization? I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Raiders are winning this.
So it looks like the Rams are going to be playing their starters. I mean, they need to do what they can to get the taste of these last two losses out of their mouth. But either way it goes, they're solidified into the 6th seed, and they're taking on the Cardinals, who I don't even have words for them anymore. Give me the Rams winning this one at home as they get ready for more January football.
Rams, just rest your starting guys and wait till the playoffs because y'all are only facing the Cardinals. That's no big deal. Y'all got that.
Now these next two games are going to be big for seeding in the NFC, namely for the number 2 seed. And we'll start our first game in Philadelphia. I think they're going to be resting most of their guys. They would need to win and Chicago to lose to have the number 2 seed. So they might actually go out and put a little bit of effort against the Washington team they already took care of 2 weeks ago with Josh Johnson. Yeah, I got the Eagles winning this one at home, and we'll see how it all shakes out. Although I do not see them making a run after that shit they did last week in Buffalo. They can't afford to keep scoring under 16 points and winning every fucking game. That's not sustainable. They can't do that.
Bro, why do I feel like the Commanders are going to do their best to injure the Eagles before the playoffs? Especially after last year's NFC Championship loss, they're out for blood. The Eagles may win, but they're going to take a few broken guys with them into the playoffs.
Oh, I know the Bears remember week 2 very well. 52-21. And now would you look at this? Ben Johnson and his Bears are flexing their new title over the 2-time defending division champion. Shit, I don't know. Maybe the Bears return the favor and drop 50. They're easily capable of doing it. So give me Chicago winning this one and send Detroit back to where they're used to. The bottom of the division.
Detroit, can you just explain to me the reason why you needed to collapse to Minnesota? Like, there was absolutely no reason for that game to play out like it did. Chicago, just go in there, show them who's boss.
Now, these next 3 games are pretty big for the AFC 1 seed, and it all comes down to the Broncos, Patriots, and Jaguars for that spot. We're actually going to start off in Jacksonville, where the Jaguars have been on a 7-game winning streak. Trevor Lawrence has completely turned it on over the last month and a half, and that defense, while it wasn't as shut down as it was to start the season, have still made big timely plays. Taking on Tennessee, who they themselves haven't looked too bad these last few weeks either. I think Cam Ward's finally figured out the speed of the NFL, and his team is sorta starting to complement a little bit. But the Jags aren't going to let history repeat itself. They need this game for the AFC South. They're not going to let what happened in 2023 happen again. So let me get the Jags winning this one in their throwbacks as they wait and see, well, what happens with these other 2 games.
Y'all remember in that last pick when I mentioned the Jags losing? Yeah, they're facing the Titans, so you do the math.
Well. Miami, we figured at the point that you dropped 70 points on Denver a few years ago, at some point you'd be able to take over the division from the Bills. Too bad it only took a 2-year rebuild from the Patriots to do exactly what you wanted. New England's going to be starting their guys in hopes of getting the number 1 seed, whereas Miami, again, another one of those teams that didn't do shit early in the year, that are starting to find some momentum when it's already too late. But with this game being in Foxborough, knowing that the Dolphins can't play in the cold anyway. Oh wait, hold on. Tua's still benched for Quinn Ewers. So I don't know, maybe they come in with something a little bit different. Nah, give me the Pats winning this one. Just rest your guys in the second half, and for SMA's sake, please just don't get bounced in the first round, please.
Okay, New England, this is it. If y'all can win this and the Broncos lose, y'all got the number 1 seed locked up. And to the Dolphins, pecking order.
Shut Broncos country. The AFC West is yours. LA. The Chargers are always going to fucking Charger. I get it, they're dealing with a lot of injuries on their O-line, and honestly to Justin Herbert himself. Thankfully, they're giving him this week off to recover and get ready for the playoffs where hopefully he doesn't throw another 4 picks or blows a 27-0 lead. That should make things easier for the Broncos to clinch that number 1 seed. But if the Chargers are trotting out Trey Lance, we saw what he did in the Hall of Fame game, I'd be a little bit nervous. But nah, not very many teams have been able to come into Denver and win this season. So give me Broncos country riding in this one and ensuring that the AFC playoffs come through Mile High Stadium.
I'm just going to come out and say it. I think the Broncos are frauds. There's no reason they should have the number 1 seed. So, LA, come on. Knock them out so New England can get in there. Please, help me.
Oh yeah, hooray. Another battle for the most meaningless division in football. This shit used to be interesting. But honestly, the Ravens weren't even supposed to be here to begin with. You can thank Aaron Rodgers' old ass for that. What the fuck were you doing in Cleveland? 6 points? I know the Browns have a semi-good defense, but 6 fucking points in 60 minutes? Yeah, buddy, you're fucking cooked. Anyways, the Ravens also started 1-5. Like, they should have been done back in November, which is what I thought on Thanksgiving when they got blown out by Cincinnati. Yet they're here and should be getting Lamar Jackson in this game. And if not, we know that Pro Bowler Snoop Huntley would be able to pull it off either way. Now, the first game in Baltimore was an ugly one, where the Steelers were able to barely sneak out. But this time around, with everything on the line, I got this game ending in a tie. Yep, never done that before. I've got this game ending in a tie. It's the last game of the season, so why not? I can't pick the tie. Alright, well, give me the Steelers. The Ravens are about to throw Lamar Jackson out there when he's still not 100% healthy. And if they're treating this game like a playoff game, well, we've seen how he's done in those.
Pittsburgh, I don't know what to make of y'all, honestly. Because what was that game against the Browns? Y'all weren't even trying. And the Ravens went up and destroyed the Packers. I'm going to choose the Ravens on this. It seems like the safer option.